BP Earthwatch. I was watching this channel, and he showed two spots on the sun, and he said something about this. Basically, it's the foundations of the earth. There's two spots on the sun that keep the earth from getting too far away or from getting too close. It's on the sun. I've seen it. I'm like, whoa! I don't even know if he knew that's what it was, but when he described what he thought it did, and they're always there. It's two different spots. There's always there. And I was like, man, it just hit me. That's the foundations of the earth on the sun. Because in Revelation, they talk about how it's going to be a violent earthquake, and it's going to shake the stars out of heaven. Gravity, man. The whole universe is electronic. They always taught us it was gaseous, and it is. It's gaseous because lights have electricity and gas. But every planet is either positively charged, negatively charged, or neutral. Everything out there, just like your body. Your heart and your brain work off electricity. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep, man. Okay, so we know from what he just said, Solomon just said in Proverbs that God created the water and God was around before all this. So we know that verse 2 in Genesis, when it said the Spirit of God moved upon the waters and the face of the deep, well, at that point, he didn't create that stuff. It was already created. And we know at one point God created it. So let's go to the book of John now, New Testament. John chapter 1, verse 3. Well, actually, we can start with 1:1 and go through verse 3.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing made that was made.
Okay, so it just proves it. That's just backing it up that, yeah, he made the water too. So everything that can't say that God didn't make the water because it didn't show us in Genesis where he made it. Well, it shows us in other chapters where he made it. Now, we're finna get into some deeper stuff too. We got two more chapters. Let's look at two more. Actually, let's go to Ephesians. Oh, here it is right here. Ephesians 3. Verse 9. Okay, I'll read there. It says, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery, which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in God, who created all things by Jesus Christ. He created all things by Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. So we all know that God is Jesus, and so that's why Jesus.
It says what I just read, the word is Jesus.
Exactly. So one more time, it's gonna let's so we're clear. Let's go to Colossians, and it's gonna say the same thing. Colossians 1:16.
Wait a minute.
Come on, Colossians.
Okay.
Chapter 1, verse 16.
Yeah.
For by him were all things created.
Read it again, Roosevelt.
He didn't finish, but
For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
There we go.
Whether they be thrones, or
There we go.
dominions, or principalities, or powers. All things were created by him and for him.
And then verse 17 says, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. So there's no doubt in our mind that God created everything, the water, the devil, the angels, everything visible and invisible. The earth, the planets, the stars, outer space, stuff we know about, stuff we don't know
So let me
about.
ask you this
Fourth
question.
dimension.
Do you think that since the angels knew a lot, they had a lot of wisdom, and knowledge, a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding?
Maybe a lot of
And-
knowledge,
and-
maybe
and
not
not-
wisdom.
Well, what I mean, it's different types of wisdom. This is what I've been learning.
If you want to sleep with a human and you know you wasn't supposed to, that wasn't too wise.
It wasn't too wise, but in
So
your
they had knowledge.
they have their own wisdom. I'll put it that way. Reason why I say it's two different wisdoms is God's wisdom and your own wisdom. And within their own wisdom, their understanding, they already know God, period, because they've been there. But we haven't been there. We haven't even seen. You know what I'm saying? As far as being human beings, you know, we don't see things. Only time we usually go by what we see. They seen, but when they down here, they know what their fate is. So, you know, for them to know knowledge that we not even tapped into, or the type of faith or whatever they have going on, is the simple fact that they know stuff that we don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by them doing that through their own manipulations, this is like somebody manipulating you to do something because for their own way, because they know what their mission is.
Right.
We don't even know what our mission is because we not even focused. We too busy focusing on what we want to do. It's our life and the way we want it. We ain't thinking about the way God wanted for us.